What is contempt of court? The expression or term contempt of court has not been clearly defined by the Constitution. It is normally a willful disobedience of any judgment, rulings, court orders, decree or direction by the court. What is the constitutional background of the contempt of court in India then? Article 129 and Article 215 of the Indian Constitution talk about the contempt of court in India. Article 129 empowers the Supreme Court in matters of contempt of court. This article states that the Supreme Court shall be a court or record or shall have all the powers of such a court, including the power to punish for contempt of itself. Basically, this article empowers the apex court to punish for contempt of court. Now let's talk about Article 215 of the Constitution. Article 215 also says the same thing, but this is applicable for matters in the jurisdictions of high courts. What is the objective of Contempt of Court Act and laws? The Act must be used and utilized to protect and uphold the dignity of the courts and majesty of the law, to keep the administration of justice unpolluted. This Act is invoked if anyone is not in compliance with the order. What does Contempt of Courts Act 1971 say? The Contempt of Court 1971 Act talks about offence of disrespecting the dignity or authority of the court. This Act divides the contempt of court into two types: civil contempt and criminal contempt. What is civil contempt? Civil contempt means willful disobedience of any judgment, decree, direction, orders, writ or other process of court, or willful breach of any undertaking given to a court. And what is criminal contempt? Criminal contempt means the publication or representation of any matter or the doing of any other act whatsoever which does any of the three mentions act, if it is scandalizing or lowering the authority of any court. Second, if it prejudices or interferes with the due course of any judicial proceeding. And third, if it obstructs the administration of justice in any other manner. Doing all of these fall under the category of criminal contempt of court. But any innocent publication and distribution of some matter and any fair and responsible criticism of the judicial act does not amount to court of contempt. One simple question: is defense of truth an exception or a savior in contempt of court cases? Yes, it is. There was an amendment in the Act in 2006 which included the defense of truth under section 13 of the original legislation. This means that the court must permit justification by truth as a valid defense. But this applies if the court is satisfied that the justification is in the public interest. What is the punishment for contempt of court in India? The Supreme Court and High Courts have all the powers to punish for contempt of court, either with simple imprisonment for a term up to 6 months or with fine up to 2,000, or with both. High courts have special powers to punish for contempt of subordinate court according to section 10 of the Contempt of Courts Act 1971. The Contempt of Court Act 1971, which is currently applicable in India, has evolved from two Contempt of Court Acts in the past. First is Contempt of Court Act 1926 and second is Contempt of Court Act 1952. The Contempt of Court Act 1926 was first piece of legislation in India under British rule, which was implemented as a contempt of court law. This act had 3 sections with rule, definition and limitations about power of High Court in punishing for contempt of court. Section 2 of this act talked about the High Court to exercising powers and authority in respect of contempt of courts in courts subordinate to the High Court also. The punishment can also be waived off if an apology is given to the satisfaction of the court. This act was repealed by the subsequent act known as the Contempt of Court Act 1952. Now let's talk about what was the Contempt of Act 1952. This act removed some shortcomings of the 1926 Contempt of Court Act by widening the jurisdiction of the High Court and the scope of contempt law. In 1926 Act, the High Court also did not have the power to look into the matter of contempt of court committed outside the local jurisdiction. Therefore, Contempt of Court Act 1952 changed the rules and widened the definition of High Court to include Judicial Commissioner's Court. And this empowered the High Court to intervene in the matter of contempt for itself and also for the subordinate court whether contempt is committed within or outside its local jurisdiction. But reports say that despite all these changes, the definition of the term contempt and what constitutes it was not clear. It still had some uncertainty. A committee was set up under the chairmanship of H.N. Sanyal in 1961 to study the uncertainty so that it can be addressed. The committee submitted its report in 1963 with many changes and recommendations that resulted in the currently applicable Contempt of Court Act, which was accepted in 1971. Many have criticized the Contempt of Court law. it has been said that contempt provisions curb people's freedom of speech to criticize and speak against the functioning of the court. Critics have said that the law is very subjective, that can be used by the judiciary arbitrarily to suppress the public criticism.